Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. This is your host, JC, Everyday Thoughts. Everyone gather around, should be a good one today. I have a special guest for me today, Coco. Thank you for joining me tonight.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm really happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me on your show to talk about this topic.
Okay, no doubt. And today's topic, we're going to talk about the importance of being a man's helpmate. I know
Hmm.
this is something that I think you made a post about it a couple of weeks ago. And I felt like it was an interesting topic to talk about because you don't see too many people talk about this subject. You see the complete opposite as far as what the man's supposed to do. Man being the head, man being the protective provider, but really don't
Right.
see the importance of being the helpmate. So just tell everybody as far as like what made you make that post and what's your thoughts about the whole topic.
Well, in a marriage, I think it's important for everyone to understand their role. And, as women, we're expecting men to lead and protect and provide. But there's also a responsibility that we have in a marriage, and it's not very often talked about. I don't see people really making too many posts about it, but as a wife you have a certain level of accountability to your marriage to be a great helper for your husband.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, you got to be a good helper, But the only thing about it is, don't be like hindering. Meaning, don't let them don't be with a man doesn't have a vision or have a purpose. I mean, 'cause a lot of women they have all these ideas, but they're being led by the wrong type of man, and that's not what you want to do. And make sure he's ambitious, he has goals, he has drive, he has something going for him. I mean, because whoever you make your head, whoever you make, you call it your husband. If he's not on the right track, you're not, leading you emotionally, mentally, financially, spiritually, then you're gonna be Hell's Creek. Just to say,
You are.
just to be point blank. So you have to be very conscious of whoever you settle down with, whoever you make your husband or make your head of the household. You have to be very conscious of that. I feel like women have to be mindful of that. I mean, I understand, a lot of women, I want to be married, I want to be married. That's great, but there's a lot of responsibility to come with it. I mean, like I said, I'm going on almost 2 months with my wife. It's a lot of up and downs,
Hmm.
but almost it's not. It's a blessing. I mean, especially us being together, us having Olivia, it's been a really been a real blessing. So you know, but it takes work though. Marriage is
It
work.
does.
It takes work each and every day. You have to continually wake up each and every day and choose each other. It's not one
Hmm.
size one fit all. A lot of people feel like, oh, marriage is anything else like a business deal or it's just something just it's just sheet of paper, but it's really combining the two people, like-minded people going to bat for each other, trying to sacrifice for each other, defend each other, and trying to make the best out of life.
Right, right. And as women, we know according to the Bible, we are expected to submit to our husbands. But also, as women, we have the responsibility of choosing good husbands. Once you're married to someone, it's easy to kind of sit back and point the finger and say, oh, he's not doing this, he's not doing that. But did you properly vet him while you guys were in the courtship phase of your relationship? Did you really take an objective observation of how he handles certain things as a man? Did you have a chance to see him when he's happy and also when he's sad, angry, upset, maybe disappointed? And did you really stop to think, is this something that I'm really going to be able to deal with for the rest of my life? Not to say that people cannot grow and they can't change, but in a lot of ways in a marriage, what you're going into it with is the material that you're going to be working with for the rest of your life. So, like me as a woman, I have taken the time to understand who I am, what it is I want, the things that will work for me, the things that won't work for me. I understand what my needs are. And I also understand what my responsibilities are as a wife. So, in choosing a husband, you have to choose someone that you know or you feel at that time is going to be a good fit for you. And a lot of women don't ask the right questions. They don't make the right observations. They also don't have a really strong support system of, um, either other married women, women that have been in successful long term marriages that they can kind of use as a sounding board and as a mentor to ask questions, to understand the process of actually building a successful marriage and a healthy relationship. So that's one thing. It's your responsibility to vet the man properly, work on building a strong network and a strong sisterhood of other women that you see thriving in successful relationships so you can use them as a sounding board, and do what you need to do to get healthy. Do what you need to do to get whole. If you need therapy, there's no shame in therapy. There's no shame in journaling. There is no shame in getting self help, building your self esteem, investing in your feminine energy. All of these things in the long run are going to help you be a stronger partner and a stronger helpmeet to your husband.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, you have to vet the guy. You have to see where he's at. I mean, you have to see, how is he leading? How is he good with, his money? Is he splurging? Is he responsible with it? Is he, keeping it, a saving account, different accounts? I mean, how is he managing his free time? Is he out with the boys every Sunday, or is he,
Right,
more of a homebody? I mean, I have nothing wrong with, going out with the guys, having a drink every now and then, watching football, basketball. Nothing wrong with that. But is it continuously? Is he going out? And if you guys are together, is he constantly? You have to really question and worry. Oh, where is he at? Or why is he not picking up his phone? Or he trying to
right,
talk. Women on the side. Like, it's just different things you got to monitor before you be like, okay, well, this is a husband or whatever. So you have to really vet people and try to see where they're at, and just try to see, do you guys like core values? Do y'all align with each other? Try to see y'all can build off of, y'all can work together. If you guys don't have a foundation, you guys are really trying to build, not trying to work together with each other, then you guys are just wasting each other's time, and that's not really what I'm all about. I'm about purpose, about drive, being driven, and trying to elevate and try to do the best I can do personally, so I can be a better husband to my wife, and vice versa. I mean, he gives me the world. Regular moms can cook. Family law, they do. Good barbecue, good good cookout. Go over.
right,
Dad.
right,
Your brother-in-law house. He's a chef. So everything's kind of good. So I don't really have any complaints there. But you really have to vet. You really got to vet. Who you're dealing with. Um,
right. And I like what you said too about looking at their habits, because if you have someone that they are out partying every weekend, they're constantly hanging out, you know, with their friends, they are at every party, they're at every function. Is this person really going to be willing to give that up for the home life and the family life?
yeah, most definitely. You got to see.
It's important when the Bible says be equally yoked. These are the things that we need to be looking to be equally yoked in. What types of activities does this person like to do in their spare time? And are they willing to change that based on their relationship status? Because there are some people that feel like, oh, well, I'm still going to be able to continue to do everything I did and do it the way I used to do it once I'm married, the way I did when I was single. And you just can't.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Even I ain't even gonna lie, even like as far as just doing videos and stuff, kind of cut down on it. Cause I
Yeah,
take pride as far as what being a husband and stuff like that, being a father. So that's something that
right.
it's an adjustment for me, but it's something that you do have to make. I mean, you're a husband, you're a father first, so I may have to cancel a few videos, might have to cancel a few meetings, but hey, I have to do what's best for my family, and that's what a man do. That's what a man does. He's mature man. He understands that he doesn't really try to go outside his boundaries, and that's something that
Mhm.
I personally say I'm working on and stuff. But definitely, like I said, anything else you'd like to add to the topic?
Um, just encouraging women to really, you have to be prepared to pull your weight when it comes to choosing the right partner. That's one of the most important parts of being a helpmeet is choosing a man that you feel like you're a good fit for. Choosing a man that you guys are equally yoked in a lot of areas. Now, in some areas, one person may be stronger than the other person, and that's okay. But you don't want to get someone that in every major area, when it comes to morals, when it comes to standards, when it comes to values, you guys are the complete opposite. Because when you pick someone that you guys have the major areas in common, it's easier to be a good helpmate.
Oh yeah, well definitely. As far as my final thoughts, I mean, yeah, you have to be, willing to, give your love, be receptive of your husband. And like I said, you gotta be very conscious of whoever you make your head, be very conscious of, whoever you be, married to. Because to me, my wife is death to us part, and that's one thing you gotta have the kind of mindset when you're married. I mean, it's not like you're going in for a couple of years, you get to get out. It's like a lock. That's it. There's no.
Right, that's it.
That's what you gotta realize when you get into marriage. I mean, people fantasize about marriage, the ring, the house, the wedding. It's like that's great, but when you get down to, are you respecting the partner? Are you respecting each other? Are you guys loving each other? Are you guys respecting each other's the vows to each other that you have made in front of God? That's what it really comes down to. And are you trying to do whatever it takes to make y'all go to the finish line? To death do y'all.
Right,
You were trying to end of the day, you want to be laying next to your wife and your kids, looking over they looking over your burial like, hey, that's mom, that's dad. They live a great life. They love each other, and they set
right,
you setting examples for generations to come. So that's something that you got to really think about when you come down to get married and stuff. Not just for the right here, right now. It's about 20, 2040, 2060. Like, what
right,
what kind of stories are we going to look back on to tell our grandkids and that kind of stuff. So you have to be very mindful, be conscious of, wherever you make your head, and vice versa for men. You got to be, conscious of whoever, be your first lady, So you got to be conscious of all that. But yeah, though, I appreciate you, joining me this evening. And like I said,
thank you for the invitation.
oh yeah, most definitely. And you enjoy the rest of your evening.
You too. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Bye.
All right. Bye bye.